Morning students, welcome back to the session of social studies. It's me, yours Jashiran, and as we are discussing about the new concept, we have started lesson number 2, which is called ideas of development. The name itself explains when the human started his journey and how the human is traveling now. I mean, when we started with unknown knowledge, now with advanced knowledge, and how we have differentiated our incomes and our the regions and the areas which we choose, which we move from one place to another place. Why human is running after economy now? Why countries are maximum they are producing lots of goods and services to increase their GDP, and what is the ideas behind the developed human communities on the earth. Actually, when we talk the previous session, we discussed about the background of farmers in the rural areas. See, if you compare in the rural areas, what are the developmental the situations and the corners if you take into consideration, as they are fixed with primary sector, as they are fixed with the farming sector, as they run their livelihoods on their own, self-employed and cultivation and running dairies and fishing and mining, if flower cultivation, you can classify different the works and the rural background of village works when the human which included here. In that location of area, there are some separations and categories of people, as we have seen the farmers background. Some farmers are rich and some farmers don't have own land, and how these farmers survive their livelihood, and all these things we have been discussed right now. Here, how do we understand that we are developed? Now we are going to discuss about the word develop. What is development? When when we born from the mother's womb, so we find two variations: our development in our growth, development in our knowledge. But here, when we compare the countries, when different the nations, how far we have developed, as we discussed that India is in a developing race, and how far we have developed when we look back to the backdrop. You can see one picture here. It shows 2 lakh years ago. So what is our situation? Humans, 2 lakh years ago, humans are hunters and gatherers. We used to hunt and we used to gather and we used to survive our livelihood, as our ancestors they used to follow this. And the period of days and years when just run off, when you see after the gaps of some period of time, you can see 12,000 years back when compared to 2 lakh, 12,000 years back, if you observe, we started the agricultural process. Imagine, from 2 lakh years ago, human started hunting, gathering. He himself started preparing the tools on his own. He himself started how to create a shelter. He himself started to protect the body with different fabric of the clothes which they have introduced by themselves. And if you observe, there is a slight variation when compared to 2 lakh years to 12,000 years, the period of gap of time, they have introduced the cultivation, agriculture. So this agricultural, there was no specific area or a location, wherever they used to make the cultivation process. For example, if you go for the tribal people and hilly regions and high altitude regions, you can't believe they also do the cultivation on the hills and mountains also. How is it possible? Yes, that's called they clear the patch of land. See, their developmental ideas which runs their mind to increase the level of their ideas to develop their way of living in the livelihood. And the cultivation started from the Padu, gym cultivation. Now it is at present, we know the areas where the cultivation grows very fast. We know the areas what are the essential resources is necessary to the cultivation. We know the areas which soil is very suitable. Even the soil is also not suitable. We are using certain fertilizers. We developed with the new ideas and innovativeness as the scientists have discovered several facilities. As we are in unknown zero knowledge, now we are in more than zero knowledge, right? And in this agricultural cultivation process, humans have a different ideologies, and they have introduced highly advanced technologies now. So there are several techniques for the cultivations. Even we can make the land, it is not useful also, we can make it as useful. That means literally we are killing the resources here. That means, of course, knowledge is developed to do the resources, to utilize the resources, but this knowledge, how far it is shows a good advantage, how far it shows a bad impact. Okay, let us compare from 2000 years. If you go back to the 400 years back, so actually we started running industries. Hunter gatherers. See how the human lifestyle has transformed from 2 lakh years to 400 years, a span of time here. So in at least 20 to 30 years gap of time here, some hundreds of years gap of time is. That means human initially to develop his qualities or to develop himself to accommodate his resources around the natural resources which available in the nature, have to accommodate for the convenience of ourselves to himself to create a good platform. They have used several resources in this form. Now industries, man started using his knowledge how to manufacture a material. Imagine, so human brain works in a different, right? It makes from the hunter-gatherers period to industrial sector. Now today if you observe, there are several industries. Industries are very heavy. We can classify large scale, medium scale, small scale, textile, medium scale industries, cottage industries, and different industries are available. Now for minor equipment also there is an industry now. There are some industries which starts with a minor product to major products. So this is what the development which we have seen from the period of time to 2 lakh years ago to 400 years back. Okay, this development is necessary for us in the life. Development is necessary. Is it necessary for us? How far it is necessary? Yes, it is necessary, but if you use this development impact with the limits, right? If you cross the limits in the development, that may become danger. So this may sometimes turns into disadvantage. How? As we discussed, industries are very much essential for us. To produce a manufacturing item in industries, how much electricity we are utilizing, how much land we are consuming, how much pollution we are creating. To run the industries and factories, how much water is essential. So of course industry is a prestigious thing, industry owner is a very great fellow, of course, but resources, he is killing the resources. That's what at the development it is necessary, but it's up to limit, right? It also causes the damages, right? As we see in the next part here, income and other goals. Income and other So what is goal? Right. What is income? When we have seen money into this world, when we started using money into this world, why human is running along after the money? Without income, can't we contribute any work freely? Why human has fixed with an income to run his livelihood? Because the economical basic needs, which are food, shelter and clothing, it's very necessary in this modern era. So that's why they are running after the income. So is the incomes related to their goals and aspirations here? No. For example, in a rural area, students have a different goals and aims for him. When he have a good education, there will be no proper college available near to this area. When he wants to achieve his education in an urban area, he cannot afford the money which he cannot contribute his education. If his life is like that, he cannot work, he cannot get good job here. So this is one part of session, the educated person which you see in the rural areas. What about illiterate fellows? Here the literacy plays a key role here. The education, the person without education, of course he has a skill of doing any work. He can survive in the rural areas, but with a low income. Of course, there are some farmers which earns a lot of profits, but if they have a good demand on their crop, a good support of price. Right. So the income and other goals, actually their aim is to become a certain location, to be a certain locations. You know, the income makes a person to move from one area to another. Even the people migrates from one area to another. In these generations we are running out of country. So the reason is, when we compare our skillful work here, in other countries if you do that work, we will get lot of, the major criteria is income. And if you take other goals, as per the situations and as per the limitations, they might adjust to the location and areas. They settle their life, they cannot go beyond the limits. And you can see this is the income and other goals which you see in this comparison of rural areas as well as urban areas. You can see the picture which is shown in your textbook. By that you can get the difference between literate fellow to get an income, illiterate fellow to get an income. Okay, how can we compare the economically the country is developed or so this session here, income and other goals we have been completed. How to compare the countries of each and individual with the states. When we are comparing the countries are developed or underdeveloped, there are some basic factors are there. The major priorities: were they getting education, proper education? Where they have good resource? Where they have employment opportunities? So these are some basic needs which we can decide whether the country is developed or underdeveloped. And here, why is it so? Because the richest countries, which mostly they have a currency which we compare the other countries, the low currency countries will compare their money value with the higher currency income countries. When on this basis they will go for the education part, the resources, employment opportunities. Other than these, the state's per capita income. So what is per capita income? Yes, as the monthly income which he gets, if you go for the annual overall year, for example, the person is earning 10,000 per month. What is his average per capita income? 10,000 per, imagine 10,000 per a month. What is his per capita income? Imagine, was he's adjusted with this per capita income, that means 1 year 12 months. If you compare this per capita income per year 10,000, you can imagine 12 months, that means 1,20,000 his per capita income. So with these the year wise the prices and production won't be in a same manner. You see in 9th class you got this, you might see some inflation, increasing of the prices, decreasing of the prices. These income can accommodate this inflation based on the ground area of a country or a nation or a state or a region, wherever it may be. So this is an estimation how we can compare the countries and states with the basis of economical basic needs and as well as per capita income which he earns per month. Okay, ma, is it clear? I hope we have gone through some session of topics here, as we have seen how the develop goes an impact of good advantage and bad advantages, and how the incomes and related goals, comparison of rural areas, comparison of urban areas, and how we have seen the development which take us to compare the countries and states as their income and what are the basic backdrop of the countries and states income and their goals. You can compare here the basic education, resources and employment opportunities where it is available, then it is said to be it's a good conditioned area as per the economical variation. I hope you have got this information. More than this we will discuss in the next session, and I hope you have understand the concepts which have been explained till now, and you just follow. Maximum you go through the ebook textbook which is available in your online. You just go through the concepts and understand. Picture readings are most important in the exam point of view. We will continue the session in the next class with the same topic. Till then, we will meet you again. Thank you. Have a nice day.